filmmaking. It is in some way a historical document. People in the future will look back on this and see us not only as filmmakers, but as expressive of the times in which the film was made. For those who care to remember, I'm Marc Singer, and I play the part of Colonel Green. Pretty exciting, and I think memorable. And that's the most important thing, I think, in making films, is that we do something that's memorable. It's the kind of script you read and it's very visual, so you can see it right away. What seem like the normal kind of tense considerations that the action figures go through are really pretty nuanced. There's a kind of Hobson's choice in every decision that everybody has to make. It's not just this or that. It's a bunch of factors weighed against another bunch of factors, many of which are personal to the character, certainly in Colonel Green. And that's the thing that I like best, scripts that have a complex foundation for the characterizations. The actor's relationship with the director and the director's relationship with the actor is key, because they're two sides of the same psyche when they mesh correctly. Working with Derek Ting is exactly that, since he's the author as well as playing the leading character. He knows the psyche that should coexist between both characters, Colonel Green, who is his commander, and himself. And so for the director and the actor playing those roles, it's crucial that their understanding mesh, and also that they have a good feeling for one another. As colleagues and creative people, I don't think I could ask for a better partner than Derek. In the making of every film, there are two sensibilities as you begin to understand the history of filmmaking. One of them is the aspect of simply being as good as you can be as a craftsperson. And the other is the sense that it is, in some way, a historical document. People in the future will look back on this and see us as we were, not only as filmmakers, but as expressive of the times in which the film was made. So I'm very aware when Chuck Norris walks on the set that we're talking about a figure in filmdom that has carved a niche for himself, which is virtually indelible. And you can't help but be impressed by that on the one hand, and very enthusiastically in support of it on the other. And in the interactions that I've had so far with Chuck, I have to say he carries a strong sense of that with him. There's an aura that's created around us, which we share. The entire company shares in the creation of it. So it's a pleasure. The bottom line is it's a pleasure. And it's the reason that we all came to Hollywood, was to make these kinds of films and to be thought of in our best moments in the way that our best moments are portrayed. When you think of Chuck Norris, you think of the body of his work. It's been such a rich and fulfilling career for him so far, and more to come. I don't think of a specific line necessarily that stands out. Chuck is a character that you think of en masse. It's hard to say what you look forward to in the final release or the outcome of a project you're working on. The most you can do is give your all to the project at the moment and evaluate what it means to you in the instant. To project beyond that is a fool's mission, I think. What it means to me is the fulfillment of a search of over a decade for this particular character. And Derek, our auteur, director, writer, producer, and star, has created this character in such a way that it is a fulfillment for me of a quest to put on film a personality that most clearly reflects, if not all, at least many of my salient features. Oddly enough, the most essential tool that I bring with me, other than my physical presence and my technical ability to do the work, is Shakespeare. That everything I've done, everything I do in the acting realm, in the theatrical realm, on film or live on stage, is based on Shakespeare. And so for every aspiring actor and for every professional actor, never forget your roots, the roots of all world theater, Shakespeare. When you talk about Shakespeare foundationally, how that ties in with Hollywood history is that it all has to do with the word legacy, what we're doing this for, what we leave behind us for others, and what we hope it inspires in them. And so there's a greater meaning to our work as we grope our way forward. And the most important word, I think, for all of us, in any profession, in every walk of life, is legacy. What we hope we leave behind is of value for those that come after.